Imagine this. A 15-year-old princess, royal blood coursing through her veins, genius poet who speaks 4 languages and maps the stars, suddenly dragged from her silk bed at dawn in 1623 Istanbul, her scream ripping through Topkapi Palace like a dagger through gold, not from war or torture, but from a secret ritual so cruel it was erased from every imperial chronicle, a wedding night horror reserved only for Ottoman daughters that broke their minds before their bodies. Turning brilliance into silence forever, if that chills your soul and you crave the forbidden truth behind history's most glamorous empire, smash like, subscribe now, and dive into the nightmare of Princess Fatima Sultan, because what happened next will haunt you. In the silent depths of that Istanbul dawn, the heart-wrenching scream echoed through marble halls, not from a battlefield, but from the trembling throat of Fatima Sultan, daughter of Sultan Ahmed I and the formidable Kursum Sultan, a girl once celebrated as a prodigy who mastered 4 languages, wrote exquisite calligraphy, debated astronomy and law with scholars, and was hailed by poets as a jewel of the dynasty. Yet, as whispers in palace gossip revealed, she was now paying the hidden price every Ottoman princess faced upon reaching marriageable age, a sinister ritual of submission known as *Tuabai Mubiak*, that broke the mind before the body, rehearsed in underground chambers with wax figures crafted by Venetian artisans, forcing her to mimic gestures no adolescent should know, reducing her vocabulary to mere words of gratitude, apology, acceptance, and supplication. Punishing every error with fasting or confinement in damp reflection cells, compelling her to serve her father's concubines by washing and dressing them while weeping uncontrollably, all orchestrated by the elderly attendant Gulnar Hatun to crush her pride before handing her to Kara Mustafa Pasha, a battle-hardened commander 20 years her senior, whose marriage to her was a path to power for him, but the beginning of tragedy for her, even her mother Kursum Sultan. The Shadow Queen and master of intrigue during the Sultanate of Women from 1553 to 1656, unable to protect her. Weeks before the wedding on March 15, 1623, Fatima was isolated in the Helen Cuckoo Bridal Pavilion, fed pomegranates, honey, goat's milk, almonds, and spiced elixirs laced with substances from Cordoba and Samarkand to induce docility, bathed in waters perfumed with poppy, valerian, and asafoetida under constant supervision, surrounded by tapestries of obedient wives and Phoenician mirrors twisted into prisons of self-observation. Her education shifted from poetry to obedience manuals like Nasihat al-Muluk *, her prayers reshaped into formulas glorifying devotion to a husband as divine command, her voice fading until the brilliant girl who charted stars became a subdued shadow unable to find words. On the wedding day, Istanbul throbbed with processions, incense, war drums, oud strings, Persian dancers, and janissary displays. But for Fatima, it was doom's drumbeat as physicians noted her cracked lips, trembling and panic attacks dismissed as virginal melancholy, dressed in heavy white silk embroidered with gold and pearls that imprisoned her body, anointed with rose water, sandalwood, and rumored opium or mandrake. Led to the octagonal consummation chamber, where tapestries of conquest reminded her this union was dynastic, attendants listening nearby to ensure the act, her voice faltering to whispers, body trembling through fainting spells and coded bleeding as her soul departed to survive. In the aftermath, she suffered severe trauma, muteness, loss of appetite, violent fits at men's presence, unopened books, dusty instruments, no laughter, while remedies of herbal infusions, music, and Sufi meditations failed, her marriage to Mustafa Pasha becoming mechanical, bound by duty, children born but private silence ruling, him retreating to campaigns and opium haunted by the shadow he helped create, her appearing at ceremonies as an adorned but absent figure. For nearly 3 decades, she endured fevers, fainting, quickened pulse worsening each wedding anniversary, until dying in 1652 from brain fever on the exact anniversary, her spirit broken long before her body failed, a tragedy echoed in scattered archives where many Ottoman princesses vanished into silence, madness, or coded suicides, their voices the first casualties of empire's glittering game. Share this if it shook you, comment your city, and subscribe for more shadows behind the silk. But let's go deeper, because this wasn't just one girl's tragedy, it was a **system**, a *** machine of control designed over centuries to weaponize obedience, and Fatima was just one of hundreds. Picture the Ottoman Empire in 1623. A beast spanning 3 continents, 25 million souls under one banner, armies that made Europe tremble, a navy that ruled the Mediterranean, and a palace that functioned like a living organism. Every corridor a vein, every whisper a pulse, every princess a *** sacrifice. Topkapi wasn't a home. It was a *** fortress of fate **. 400 rooms, 800 women in the harem, 300 eunuchs with curved swords, fountains that sang lullabies of power, and gardens where roses bloomed beside grave of forgotten girls. Harem wasn't a playground of pleasure. It was a *** political war room **. And from 1553 to 1656, during the *** Sultanate of Women **, concubines like Hurrem, Nurbanu, Safiye, Kursum, and Turhan weren't just bedmates. They were *** empresses in shadows **, pulling strings that moved armies, toppling viziers, crowning sultans, all while their own daughters were groomed not for thrones, but for * chains. Yes, a slave girl from Ukraine could rise to rule the world, but a princess born in purple silk. She was ** property **, her womb a treaty, her tears invisible ink on alliance scrolls. Fatima was born in 1606, the same year Shakespeare wrote * Macbeth *, the same year the Jamestown colony was founded, worlds apart, yet both ruled by blood and betrayal. Her father, Ahmed I, built the Blue Mosque, a monument to faith and ego, but couldn't build a shield for his daughter. Her mother, Kursum, was the most dangerous woman in the empire, rumored to have poisoned rivals, bribed janissaries, and once walked into the divan in disguise to sway policy, but even she bowed to the ritual. Why? Because the Tuabai Mubiak * wasn't just training, it was * psychological demolition *, a pre-wedding boot camp to erase identity before the husband even arrived. Imagine this: a 14-year-old girl, once debating Ptolemy with scholars, now kneeling for hours on cold marble, repeating, "I am nothing without my Lord," until her knees bleed. Imagine her hands, once holding a lute, now scrubbing the feet of her father's concubines, girls who mocked her in Georgian, Circassian, Greek, knowing tomorrow they * might bear the next sultan, while she * would be shipped off like cargo. Imagine wax dolls with real human hair, imported from Venice, used to rehearse the wedding night. Every gesture, every angle, every breath timed, recorded, corrected. One wrong flinch, 3 days without food. One defiant glance, locked in a mirrored cell where your own eyes become your jailer. This wasn't education. This was * unmaking *, and the food. Not nourishment, * chemical obedience. Pomegranates for fertility, honey for sweetness, goat's milk for purity, but the elixirs, ground pearls, saffron, ambergris, and whispers, say * opium resin dissolved in rosewater, just enough to dull the edges of rebellion, to make resistance feel like a dream you can't wake from. The baths. Not cleansing * branding *, poppy oil to sedate, valerian to paralyze will, asafoetida to mask the scent of fear. Every drop absorbed into her skin said, "You are not yours." The mirrors, not vanity * torture, Sufi murakaba self-observation twisted into a weapon. Look at yourself, see the vessel, see the silence, see the wife. Hour after hour, day after day, until the girl who named constellations forgot her own reflection and the books. Not poetry * propaganda * Nasihat al-Muluk * siyasat nama * Qutadgu bilig * all drilled into her. A woman's honor is her husband's shadow, her voice is his echo, her womb is his legacy. Prayers. No longer to Allah for mercy, but to Allah for * permission to obey *. Even God was recruited into the ritual. Twice a week, she served the harem, combing hair, oiling skin, adjusting veils, while the women laughed. Look, the sultan's daughter plays maid. One concubine, a Ruthenian beauty named Dilruba, reportedly spat in her washbowl and said, "Clean it, princess. Practice for your husband." Fatima's tears fell into the water, but no one saw. Gulnar Hatun, the architect of this hell, was no kindly grandmother. She was a * surgeon of the soul *, trained in the old palace under Safiye Sultan, her ledger filled with notes. Day 12. subject resisted bow angle, applied 18-hour fast. Day 19, subject whispered astronomy fact, confined to reflection cell until muteness achieved. By week 6, Fatima stopped speaking entirely, not from fear, but because asterisk words had been surgically removed. Her lute gathered dust. Her astronomy charts were burned. Her calligraphy pens snapped in half. The girl who once wrote odes to Jupiter now wrote only, "I accept, I submit, I am grateful," over and over. Until the ink ran dry, and so did her spirit. If this breaks your heart, asterisk hit like asterisk asterisk, share this video asterisk asterisk, and comment Fatima below. Let's send her name across the world, because she never got to speak it again. Now the wedding, March 15, 1623, a date etched in gold for the empire, etched in blood for her. Istanbul exploded in spectacle. 10,000 janissaries in bear fur hats, 500 horses draped in crimson, 200 Persian dancers spinning like flames, 50 Andalusian musicians on oud and kanan, 300 trays of baklava dripping honey, 100 peacocks released in the hippodrome, fireworks from Chinese engineers lighting the Bosphorus like a second sun. The people cheered, "Long live the dynasty." But inside the palace, physicians whispered, "The bride drinks nothing." Her pulse races. She stares at walls. Modern diagnosis, acute trauma response asterisk. Ottoman diagnosis, virginal melancholy proceed. At dusk she was dressed, 40 meters of white silk, 3,000 pearls hand-sewn by 12 Armenian seamstresses, gold thread spelling Quranic verses of obedience, a veil so heavy it required 2 eunuchs to lift. The gown wasn't clothing, it was asterisk armor against her own will asterisk asterisk, every step a reminder, you cannot run. Anointed with rosewater, sandalwood, musk, and per forbidden logs, asterisk asterisk 3 drops of liquid opium behind each ear to ensure serenity. Kara Mustafa Pasha, 35, scarred from the Persian Wars, waited in a separate wing. He wasn't counseled on love, he was briefed like a general. Enter as conqueror, speak little, accept no resistance. The empire watches. Elders gave him a dagger, not for defense, but asterisk symbolism, cut away her past. At midnight the procession began. 40 torchbearers, 20 incense bearers, 12 female attendants, 8 eunuchs and Fatima, carried on a golden litter because her legs gave out. The consummation chamber was octagonal, walls draped in tapestries of maimed II conquering message asterisk. This is conquest too. Attendants stationed behind silk screens, ears pressed to walls, asterisk asterisk not for privacy but proof, the door closed. The empire held its breath. And Fatima. Her final recorded words, whispered to a mirror, "Forgive me, stars, I failed you." Then silence. What happened in that chamber? Official chronicles, the union was blessed. Unofficial whispers, she fainted 4 times. Blood stained the sheets, not from virginity, but from biting her own tongue to stay conscious. When he touched her, she convulsed like a dying bird. Attendants held her arms. The act was completed. The empire was secured. By dawn, she was mute, not selective mutism, but total vocal paralysis. Her eyes, once bright as the Bosphorus at noon, now dull as winter fog. The aftermath was a slow death in life. She refused food for weeks, lost 15 pounds, her cheekbones sharp as blades. When eunuchs approached, she screamed without sound, mouth open, throat raw, no voice. Books she once devoured lay unopened. Her lute strings snapped from neglect. He rocked in corners, tracing star patterns on the floor with her finger, whispering numbers in Arabic, asterisk Almagist, Ptolemy, 7th sphere, asterisk the last fragments of her mind. Physicians tried everything, rose petal infusions, lute music at dawn, Sufi asterisk zikr asterisk circles, even a Greek healer who burned sage and chanted Homer, but nothing reached her. Kursum Sultan visited once, veiled in black, and reportedly collapsed at the sight. Asterisk my lioness. Now a lamb. She ordered 40 days of prayer, 100 sheep sacrificed, 1,000 gold coins to the poor, but the ritual had done its job too well. Mustafa Pasha fulfilled his role. Children were born, a son in 1625, a daughter in 1627, but he never entered her chambers again without opium. Palace gossip said he saw her ghost in every mirror, heard her scream in every storm. He died in 1637, on campaign, reportedly clutching a lock of her hair and muttering, "I broke the stars." Fatima lived on 29 more years of ceremonies, banquets, festivals, always present, never there. At state dinners, she sat like a porcelain doll, hands folded, eyes down, while ambassadors praised her beauty and poets composed odes to her silence. Every March 15, she relapsed. Fever, convulsions, speaking in tongues, Arabic, Turkish, Greek, Persian, naming constellations no one recognized. Physicians called it anniversary hysteria. In 1652, on March 15, exactly 29 years after the wedding, she collapsed during morning prayer. Blood trickled from her ears. Her final words, barely audible, asterisk, "The stars forgive." She died at 46. Recorded cause, brain fever. But the harem knew, asterisk, death by broken spirit, asterisk. Her funeral was grand, 40 imams, 10,000 mourners, a marble tomb near Ayup. But her story was buried deeper, yet fragments survived. A eunuch's memoir smuggled to Venice in 1683, a Greek physician's coded journal found in 1924, embroidery samplers with hidden messages, asterisk, FS, 1623. I was light, they made me knight, asterisk, stitched by princesses who came after. Archives in Topkapi's asterisk Enderun asterisk section, sealed until 1956, reveal 47 similar cases from 1,550 to 1,700. Princesses struck mute post-wedding, confined to asterisk, reflection pavilions, asterisk, dying young of melancholy or womb fever, asterisk. One Mihrama II reportedly swallowed glass in 1592 to avoid a second marriage. Another, Bayhan Sultan, faked leprosy in 1671 to escape a vizier's son. A third, Ataik Sultan, vanished in 1643. Rumor says she became a dervish in Konya, shaving her head and living as a man until death. These weren't anomalies. They were asterisk policy. The empire needed obedient wombs, not brilliant minds. A princess who debated law might question treaties. One who wrote poetry might inspire rebellion. Better a silent vessel than a speaking threat. And so the ritual spread, not just in Istanbul, but in Cairo, Baghdad, Algiers, local governors copying the palace model. European travelers like Lady Mary Wortley Montagu wrote in 1717 of asterisk, Ottoman brides train like falcons, hooded, jest, and starved of sky, asterisk. Even Persian chroniclers, no friends of the Ottomans, shuddered at the practice. But why do we care today? Because Fatima's scream echoes in every girl silenced by power, asterisk, in royal courts, in boardrooms, in homes where brilliance is punished and obedience rewarded. Her story isn't just history, it's an asterisk warning. Empires fall, but the machinery of control evolves. It wears new masks, social media perfection, marriage pressure, cultural honor, but the goal is the same: break the bright ones first. So here's your power. Share this video, asterisk, send Fatima's name to 1,000 people. Comment, never silenced, asterisk, let algorithms hear her. Subscribe and hit the bell, asterisk, because every hidden story we revive is a torch against the dark. Imagine if Fatima could see this, her tragedy trending worldwide, her scream finally heard 400 years later. She couldn't save herself, but you can save her legacy. Let's flood the comments. Where are you from? Istanbul, New York, Mumbai, Tokyo. Let's make this the biggest resurrection of a forgotten princess in history. And if this moved you, asterisk, watch next. The princess who faked her own death to escape the harem, asterisk, because the fight didn't end with Fatima. The daughters kept resisting, in code, in embroidery, in poison, in prayer. Hit play, stay fierce, and remember, the stars she once named still shine, and so do you, asterisk. Like, share, subscribe. Let's keep uncovering the shadows behind the silk. Because asterisk truth is the only ritual that sets us free, asterisk.